Good morning, everyone. Typical Hunks Adventure here, or really any time in the world that you're watching this, and also whenever I get this uploaded, but it's currently the morning for me. I just want to make this video, just feeling a bit depressed. I don't know if it's the rain, the snow that we're getting in April where I'm at, current things going on in the world, things that I can control, things that I can't control, just other things going on in life, maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed, stressed, maybe not feeling like I'm good enough for things in terms of work, and perhaps just a bit burned out. And maybe it's a combination of all those things, but yeah, I'm only one person. There's only so much I can do. I do put in everything in terms of like work and just giving it my all, and if that's not good enough, then I don't have any regrets in terms of that. And I kind of think back about with like life, it's too short. We shouldn't stress about over all of these little things, trivial things like that. And I definitely think about that even with my kids. They can be loud and crazy and hyper and just all sorts of things, and it's so easy to yell or lash out every time one little thing occurs, or just drives me crazy in terms of that. But that's not really solving anything. It's just going to keep happening. And the last couple of days I've just been trying to be a bit more chill about it, and maybe not yell and not let things faze me as much. And at the end of the day, they're kids after all. And so yesterday I worked my standard day at work, but then we had like a patch that we were releasing, so I ended up working extra hours from 5 to 8 p.m. and need to be back on at 10 p.m. for some more stuff. So really did consume my day. And with that, there were things I did in between. Obviously, I ate while waiting from 8 to 10. We cooked some food, took out the garbage, went up and showered, also gave my son a bath, and with some of the extra time decided to jot some things down that I knew I wanted to make a video on like this today. Just, to have some content. And while letting my son play in the bath and have fun with the bubbles and everything like that, it really hit me, just thinking, I hope he's having a good childhood. I hope he's having fun. I hope other things going on in the world don't affect him, or he doesn't need to worry about them, at such a young age. And also just trying to make memories with him. I want him to have happy memories with me and remember things like that, not, me being angry or yelling all the time, things like that. So I kind of hit and went back down the stairs because I need to get ready for testing at 10 p.m. My wife was watching Grey's Anatomy, and I think the episode, I don't know the name of it, I wasn't really watching it, but I picked up right at the end where Dr. Gray was removing an explosive from someone's body, and then there was also one of the head doctors there was giving birth to a baby, and her husband was trying to rush to the hospital to get there in time for his child's birth, but he got into a car accident, so he was essentially flatlining. Luckily they were able to save him. It kind of ended with the explosive did go off, Dr. Gray did get knocked out. I wasn't sure if that was real or just in her head, but it kind of ended with a line of, if you knew it was your last day, what would you do? And that kind of hit because it got me thinking about my son, my family, not taking certain things for granted, and really just trying to enjoy the most of your life, the most of your day, and not letting trivial things, ruin things for you, and just trying to be, as positive as possible, and, spread that energy and everything to others as well. And besides running on a bit of fumes with working until it was past 2 a.m. last night or this morning, and then essentially going to bed not until about 3 and having to wake up for a wall of meetings, say I'm not tired would be an understatement. But luckily I did meet with my interim boss for the time being. We kind of talked about some projects and things I've got going on. He seemed understanding about, me working the after hours, so Luckily, I was able to push off some meetings that I had today, as well as take care of some work, so I'm able to take the rest of the day off, so that is nice. That was a bit of a stressor too, just not knowing how that meeting was going to go this morning. And yesterday I had another meeting that I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but trying to be positive about it with the AI testing tools that we're looking into, and just not knowing exactly how to go about it, what we're trying to do. And for me, it was just trying to make the most of it in terms of, like what can these products do? What are we trying to accomplish with them? Can they accomplish what we're trying to do? Do we need to find a different product? Just, kind of poking holes into things, making sure we're asking the right questions and concerns, making sure that's going to be beneficial for us as a company, and just as for testers and automation engineers. So I do feel like that meeting went well. I am still feeling a bit stressed and overwhelmed and a bit depressed. I'm not entirely sure why at times, just because, yeah, things seem to be slowly getting better. I feel like I've got resources, people even at work, to help out with things. The AI testing tool stuff seems to be moving in a good direction so far, with just creating a proof of concept. It's not like we're fully integrating and trying to get this stuff set up, so I shouldn't be worried about that, as well as other projects and things that we've got going on. But these feelings are a part of life, and they are natural. I know that they're not going to be permanent, and I look forward to a time where I get past them, and then also use this as a time of being able to reflect back and learn and grow from them. But that's gonna do it for this video. I think I'm gonna go and try and nap. My son actually just came into my office, and he usually wakes up and then he'll just go and nap in here for a bit. So I guess I'll just let him nap in here, and I'll probably go nap for an hour or two. But stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.